I'll be able to understand why you are sometimes late for classes. Yeah? It may be possible you are footing from faraway places. So if I know that background, socioeconomic, that we're not okay, I'll be able to how to handle you. Otherwise, you end up being a victim. Because I'll always be on you. Why? I don't know your social economic background. I don't know how you raise your monies for transport. I don't know the one who is sponsoring you. I don't know how your parents or guardians are socioeconomically. So if I know that, then I'll be able to handle you properly. You know what? In schools like Sunday schools, or primary schools, or preschools, some other learners are mishandled, or they're not handled properly. They may end up being punished for the matters that if the teacher could have understood, he would know how to handle that particular person. Kwanatega kumusala ganyi mwana ujala, ubule kunyumba, takola papa, deliberately ampasa transport, mwana uja, agafika kwao. So it's very important for teachers to know all these things pertaining to our learners in class. And then, when learners see that there are individual differences in abilities, background, and cultures are valued and respected, then the motivation for learning enhances. Once again, when learners or when students see that their individual differences, that is in abilities, background, and cultures, are valued and respected, then the motivation for learning enhances. All right? If you are a chewa, and then you feel that the teacher is respecting my ethnic group or my values, or respecting or else my culture, then you actually be motivated to learn. All right? But if I'm always, once again, biased towards one particular grouping, or else I don't pay attention to of who you are yourself, the language you speak, then that morale of to learn will not be there. You always put off. Amakonda kwao basi akumpoto basi, amakonda kwao akumwela basi, amakonda awao basi akuti apakati basi. Indama ndipo abwaji awawa, you will not have interest, you will not have motivation, you will not be encouraged to learn in a class like this one. Teachers' enthusiasm in classroom learning. That's number 2. Teachers' enthusiasm in classroom learning. What does it mean? Okay. The modification in the behavior of the learner depend on the nature and method of learning, experiences gained by the learner. Once again, the modification in behavior, or the change, in other words, of behavior of the learner or student depend on the nature and the method of learning, experiences gained by the learner. Let's move on. Teachers play an important role in the teaching learning process as a facilitator of learning. A teacher is a facilitator of what? Learning. So, He plays very important role. What kind of role? A teacher plays when it comes to the issue of teaching and learning. We have to know that particular role a teacher or teachers do play. That's why we are talking about teachers' enthusiasm in the class and learning, in classroom learning. So understand the term enthusiasm. What does it mean? By adopting dynamic and efficient teaching techniques and strategies, a teacher could explore the talents of the learner and could progress quality of teaching learning process. When a teacher is teaching, number one, he must be prepared. Think about primary school, Sunday school. A teacher must have a variety of teaching resources, a variety of teaching methods and techniques. And these are the tools, methods to use in teaching for teaching itself to be very much effective. But availability or employment of these particular things for a class on their own cannot make a class effective. A teacher himself, he must play a role. That is, you are trying to focus on what a teacher does in a class to make his class effective. That's enthusiasm. You are trying to make your class live. Have you ever seen or heard about teachers dancing in class? Dancing in class? Why do they do that? A student is motivated after looking at a teacher performing in this manner. If he is asking the learners at some point to dance or to jump, and if a teacher has jumped himself, then actually the learners will do likewise. So you are trying to make yourself to be live, learners to be active, so that you can actually pass on the information well, so that the learners can grasp what you are trying to put across in the class. Hello? That is why we have seen even teachers starting songs. Okay? At this particular time, let's sing songs. And then you see a teacher himself starting a song, all right, and singing a song together with the learners in a particular class. All right? You see a teacher singing a song, kumtengo, kumtengo, kumtengo wa moyo, kumtengo, kumtengo, kumtengo wa moyo. Yesu, Yesu, wabadwa, wabadwa, Yesu, Yesu, wabadwa, kumtengo wa moyo. After that song, we say, hey! Then, after that, nyimbo yata, then I'll read it in the lesson. That class will be so active. Then you ask somebody else to do something else. You ask Elena, can you sing a song? You can sing and somebody, yeah, can you stop that? Let's stop. Okay, you want this on the chalkboard? What is this? This one, this one, E. E, O, A, E, O, B. Something like that. Yeah, so you are making class active. So the activity is done by a teacher in the class. That's what we call enthusiasm. Yeah? Dancing. Kuma vile klasi no akupanga da mwada asili misala yayi akupanga dala kuti klasiyo ikhale live then apeze mwayi opanga deliver zimene iye wachikonza mosavuta. Alright? Learning of different subjects and area of experiences could be enhanced by adopting pertinent teaching techniques and what? Strategies. The teachers should employ applicable methods such as teacher-centered or learner-centered and a number of good techniques such as memorizing, understanding, reflective interaction, mentoring, etc. to enable the learners learn their subject and content what matter. Just a number of learning techniques are employed in a class like this one. Nowadays, with the development of new curricula in the primary schools and secondary schools, actually teachers are encouraged to teach using learner-centered techniques or methods. That to say, learners should at some point be encouraged to, for example, do things on their own in a class. That's a technique, for example, talk about group work. Okay, please, can you go into your groups and you let the learners discover knowledge from books, all right? And they do presentation. And then as a teacher, you consolidate what the learners have presented. It's on their own, they have come up with information or knowledge. They have shared, and they let them come in front and present before their what? Peers, or colleagues, or friends. And then as a teacher, you try to make some corrections and then you consolidate the lesson. In so doing, you are making class active and live. A teacher should also be sensitive to individual differences. Keep in mind the level of intelligence and abilities of the learners and their different cultural attitudes. Once again, a teacher should also be sensitive to individual differences. He must know, yes, these are my learners, these are my students, but they are different. They are different the way they think, they differ the way they perform, they differ the way they understand the matter. They differ in different domains of life. For example, if after teaching for some time, and I ask you a question, have we understood the matter? You say, yes, sir, we have understood. Okay, thank you so much. Cynthia, yes, little girl of 10, please, can you tell us what I have said in the class? You say, Cynthia, slowly. Cynthia, you say you have understood. But what's the problem now? Sir, I've forgotten. That's what I say. Forgotten you. Now, after teaching the class, after 2 minutes you say, I've forgotten. That's the behavior of those learners, especially from primary school and the secondary school. You teach the class, and sometimes ask questions. They fail to answer the question. Why? There are people with different capabilities, different intelligences, different attitudes. Attitude is very important because when I'm teaching and you are not maybe you think about something else, or else you're not paying attention, and you're not attentive, then there's no way you can grasp what is being put across in class. So that's why when we are in class, everything that concerns your personality should be in class. Sometimes when we're talking about attitude, okay. Once I'm stepping into the class, that is, if you don't like me, or if in one way or another, no go on. This is my phone. When I went, this is 25 past 10. Class ends at what? 11. She's a bit of my relation. All of Prince, you are a joke, I call joke. But because you have negative attitude toward the teacher, there's no way you will grasp the matter. One of the examples, I enjoy mathematics. Algebraic expression, geometry, quadratic equation. They enjoy it. Yourself, all of you want to move up. Why? You have a negative attitude toward the facilitator or a teacher in the class. Well, a teacher should respond in a sensitive way and view learners positively, regardless of their cultural background. Nditumpuzi class ngalomo ndi azionetsa kuti akukondera sizoona. You put some other people off. Samalandila zimene kutani ukulankhula. It's normal. We are people and we are different. Kuma tuesefe. The bottom line is we are people. Right? We are all untrue. The developmental needs of the learners could be motivated by a teacher if she or he finds herself or himself passionate toward their profession. Once again, the developmental needs of the learners could be motivated by a teacher if she or he finds herself or himself passionate toward their profession. In the process of teaching, the teachers could counsel the learners by using psychometric instruments such as tests, rating scales, checklists, observation, and interview. As somebody is teaching in a class like this, a teacher could or must counsel the learners. How? By using different techniques, psychometric instruments such as tests. Tests is one of the psychometric instruments. Rating scales, checklists, or else observation, and interviews. You may actually interview one particular individual deliberately. Hello, yes, may I know your name, please? What's your name? Sir, my name is Priscilla. Okay. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Where are you coming from? 804. Okay. Thank you so much. Priscilla. What do you like in life? Sir, why are you asking about food? Just to know. So you come to the point of understanding somebody as well. It helps the learners to overcome their psychological obstacles in their way to attain their aims of learning. It It helps the learners to overcome their psychological obstacles in their way to attain their aims of learning. You know what? Maybe you don't know. As learners, you have different obstacles. Things which can hinder us not to grasp things in class. Is it true? You have the passion, yes, to learn. But psychologically you are confused. Maybe by what you have, the way you have been treated, maybe by your parents at home, or your boyfriend, or your girlfriend, or your friend, just a mere friend, the way he has spoken to you, the way he has actually, whatever he has done to you. Psychologically you become so disturbed, and it becomes harder for you to grasp things teachers put across or facilitate in the class. So, if a teacher is there for you, try to chat with you, maybe through interview, these things, they actually, removed, they are removed. Umaka, palani ya bulusopano kuti, ulandile semeno, mpuse akurani, aku puzisa kasi. Fagendi bulu klasi mbafika. Kusangofika, hello, yes, today we are learning about mathematics. All right, John. Say confused. Or money or mwana school. Yeah. And it's a joke. Got a joke. Yeah, very important. Musikia bujonjo. Kawazima dani? Zima joke. Mavuto ina ama joke. So doing passage. Ima kabe uti once I realize this might end up. What's the time now? Sorry? 90? 37. Oh, 9 kunaku 37. Okay, 9:37. Wonderful. That's 23 minutes to 10. We are winding up this one. Very important. Environmental factors and other factors as well. They influence what? Learning. Remember, we are talking about factors. Influencing what? Learning. Basically, we have three. Okay. Environmental. The external environmental factors, such as surroundings, cultural and social demands, such as relationships with parents, teachers, and peers. Information factors such as media influence the learner as well. Is it true? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. The relationship we have with parents may influence learning. Muntu ali muno class. Kwa makanisa ali kutiku, ali kunyumba. Fa kanisa ule amoshoka hapana fu kunyumba kuchi. Ntende kulibeko. Ndima kwa wake. Fa ndi mpaka ndi galo. Kungufika ukhongo Sylvia. Chabula chamwano chichi. Sifuna uphu chale kusuka mbaletu. Chimangule kuskuli ine. Akwiwala it's them as well who encouraged for you to be at school. Aiwala, school work makama demands yake. Ngati mwana school, you need to do at least the school. So akafika nyumba, they expect you kuti ubangeze pa nyumba ufize ku school. Abale school ndi agoba wantoto. Akangofika Slovia, nkumwona pano ali kuchipinda. Amwana school. Abale mwana ineyo mavuto ko basi. Can't school way. Can't Slovia, man can't relationship. Yeah, ili bwanji. Sour relationship will affect you. Will influence your what? Learning. Yeah? If there is a very good relationship between you and parents, you even see your parents encouraging you about the issue of school. So if you're a place, I don't want you to play games. You're back from school, yes, you have eaten, please. I want to see you studying. Very important. Should be encouraged. Because there's a very good relationship between herself and the parents. Father or a mother. Or guardians, or uncle, whatever. And then teachers. If you are sometimes crack jokes, if we laugh at some time, if we sit down and talk, some other issues, talking about a teacher and the learner or learners, this kind of relationship will actually help you, or help you, will help influencing what? Learning. All right? Komano kuti diwo Slovia. Chimana jis. Chimani boa. No. Kochepa asango seka pa ngono basi mu Slovia. Kumazavuta. Yes, can you stand up? Do you know me? Do you know what I eat? Do you know where I'm coming from? Who are you? You know what? I went to school. Do you have a paper yourself? Why behave in this manner? Don't treat me as if I'm your father, as if I'm your friend. Or madam. Can you get if you try to follow it's a very simple matter. Very simple matter. Myself. Mpaka choncho. Nkani sinali choncho. And athorewa even passing time around place around somebody else. No, I don't want you to talk, please. Don't compete with me. The door is open. Just get out. Yeah. Abazavuta. Ndapunzira ba. Sizendapo. You can't lay. And the peers as well, the influence what? Learning. True. Your peers will influence learning, either negatively or positively. We have some other learners even now, even here at school. University of Longwe. The school was all. That enthusiasm, that zeal to learn, it's not in them. You wonder, why are they here? Do they have an agenda in life? Why spending all these monies, paying school fees or tuition fee? Yet here they are busy doing nothing. You even wonder, as a fellow learner, and then you choose, I think, you cannot make a good partner of mine. You cut relationship. You choose Sylvia or somebody else who can influence you positively back in school. Surroundings include factors associated with one's location, weather, and people in the surrounding area, schedules and events. These are also factors influencing what? Learning. On location. Think about a school with a good name, located at a place where there is beer hall. And so it is so called academy. Zaoneni Academy. Academy at Humova location academy. And I was writing what tell me which. Come on, location at school. You all are bigger. Up Paripala. Do like busy with Vinam. Up Bariga school. Up Punzana. Suzanne. Whoa. Location. It's part of surrounding that could influence what? Learning. But if a school is well located, well situated, like ours, you have no any say to say, I'm trying to learn just because we are located in a different, bad situation or bad location. No. Or not conducive environment. No, it's just a good environment for learning. Location, and then schedules, and the events, and so forth, and so on. Even weather as well. It's part of the game. When it's so cold, and for some who are so maybe asthmatic, all right, and it's cold, can they learn well? No ways. And if it's too hot, you are in class. It's okay for you to learn? No. Go to class. Let me take water. It's too hot. Cultural settings of the learner, such as culture of their origin, religion, and place, influence the learning process. The learner's social relationship with their parents, teachers, and peer groups and mass media greatly influence the type of learning, interest of learning, and the time required to learn, a need of the learner. Yes. Any question? Any question? I may have spoken a lot, trying to clarify points in this particular lesson, whereby we're talking about factors influencing what? Learning. Sorry? Okay. Enthusiasm. Okay. Actually, if you touch quite me, thank you for the input. If you may recall, I said for a class to be live or for students to be active, as a teacher, you need to have both learning resources, a variety of learning resources. At the same time, variety of teaching or learning what? Techniques, all right? As a teacher, need this. But I said, employing this, or employment of this, resources and techniques, they're not just enough to make life, to make class what? Life. But you as a teacher, you have to know how best you can make these resources and techniques to make your class live. That is why sometimes I say you have seen maybe teachers dancing in what? Class. One may actually label this teacher as maybe somebody who is crazy. To say, taona sala kumara musuti. Kuma bakati bali kuma vinaiti. Kumiyo mulima grade owa, ndani sala why anaduka. No, why asinaduka? Deliberately he's doing that to make class live. So whatever a teacher doing in front of the learners in order to make the class live, that's what we call enthusiasm. All right? You see him laughing, you see him dancing, you see him singing songs together with the learners. All right? Yeah, so that's what I've said. Okay, thank you so much. What else? Or can you find out for me the meaning of the term enthusiasm? Because of what I have explained about what it means, or have defined the way it is by explaining, okay, practically what happens in class. What's the meaning of the term? Yes? Sorry?
Intense and eager enjoyment.
Intense, all right? And eager.
Enjoyment. Interest or approval.
Intense or eager enjoyment. Intensity, intensifying, intense. Yeah? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
On teachers' enthusiasm in classroom.
Mm-hmm. I can't get you, please.
Learning of different subjects and areas of experience could be enhanced by adopting. That's in this. Can you explain it?
Let's go.
On teachers' enthusiasm in class.
Teachers' enthusiasm in class. What is it? And which point are you trying to raise? Let me use my phone here. Okay, once again, let me come again. Go ahead.
Learning is most effective when
Learning is
of different subjects and